Hello and welcome to Mitel Connect for mobile and user training. This roadmap presentation is for information purposes only. Roadmap information should not be relied on in making a purchasing decision. There is no legal obligation to deliver any future products, features, or functionality within any specified time frame, if at all. Release dates and content are subject to change at our sole discretion. In today's lesson, you'll learn to describe Connect configurations that support using Connect for Mobile, provision and register the Connect for Mobile from remote Wi-Fi and cellular data networks, manage voice and voice calls over Wi-Fi networks, identify controls for managing cellular access calls and handover, exchange instant messages and manage phone availability states, and use Mitel Mobility Enterprise Data Services. First, we'll start with a mobility client overview. So what is Mitel Connect for Mobile? A new mobile application for iOS and Android. Builds on the Mitel Mobility Client with improved user experience and design. New product name for the MyVoice Connect for iOS or MyVoice Connect for Android. It's distributed through the Apple App Store and the Google Play as Mitel Connect, and is utilized for MyVoice Connect, MyCloud, and Mitel Sky users. To use the Connect for Mobile, you must use the Android or Apple iOS phones that support both Wi-Fi and cellular voice. Use a current version of iOS. Use the current and supported version of Google, Motorola, or Samsung devices. And consult the Connect for iOS and Android knowledge base articles for more details about supported devices and features discussed in this training. The Mitel Connect for Mobile client supports enterprise voice over IP calls over Wi-Fi and cellular data networks. This means you can use the Mitel Connect for Mobile client to dial your coworkers' extension numbers from anywhere. And then you can reach your mobile device by dialing your work extension as well. Cellular voice calls made using the client will be sent through your company's phone system, and the call recipient will see your corporate phone number as the caller ID instead of your personal mobile device phone number. When on an existing call, the Mitel Connect for Mobile client allows your device to switch between Wi-Fi networks and cellular networks while maintaining the phone call. Mid-call options such as hold and transfer are supported, as well as video calling and instant messaging. In addition to the calling features, the client gives you access to visual voicemail, your call history, your local phone contacts, and your phone's system directory. When you create a meeting using the Mitel Connect desktop client, the meeting event will show a join icon to allow you to connect to the meeting using your phone's web browser. Now let's show you a few examples of how the Mitel Connect for Mobile client works. When your phone is connected to your corporate Wi-Fi, you can send or receive calls over your corporate Wi-Fi networks to your coworkers, or call other numbers via the public telephone network. When making these calls, the call recipient will see your desktop extension for internal calls and the caller ID associated with your Mitel user profile. When you're connected to public Wi-Fi networks, the client uses a secure remote connection to send or receive similar calls to your coworkers or to others available via the public telephone network. You can also send and receive the same type of calls using cellular data. Please keep in mind that calling using cellular data could incur additional costs. When you're on a phone call, your Connect for Mobile client can switch between Wi-Fi and cellular voice when you're walking in and out of your office. When you're on an existing Wi-Fi call and you leave the office, your Mitel Connect for Mobile client will detect that your phone is out of range for corporate Wi-Fi network, and the mobility router will maintain the call while your client reconnects to the call via the cellular network. And after a few seconds of silence from this handover, your call continues. When you're on an existing call over the cellular voice network, you can come back into the office, and your Mitel Connect for Mobile client will detect that your phone has connected to the corporate Wi-Fi network. The mobility router will maintain the call while your client reconnects to the call via the Wi-Fi network after a brief interruption for the handover, and your call continues. Now let's explore how to use the Connect for Mobile client. In this section, we'll discuss how to log in viewing the dashboard and mid-call options. Once you've started your Mitel Connect mobile app, you will be presented with the login screen. For My Cloud Connect users, the login name will be your email address. For My Voice Connect users, your login name will be your client ID, and your password will be your desktop client password. For ShoreTel Sky users, the login name will be your 10-digit enterprise phone number, and your password will be your voicemail password. iPhone users are required to manually enter their mobile phone number. This enables the mobility router to call you when your Connect for Mobile cannot be reached via Wi-Fi or cellular network. The mobile phone number will automatically be retrieved for Android users. You must give the Connect mobile client information to allow it to connect and get service from the mobility device. Cloud users sign in with a default address, clientstart.sky.shoretel.com. The Sky users will be given the appropriate address by their phone administrators, and the My Voice Connect users enters the internal mobility router address as provided by the administrator. This address is only reachable if your device is connected to the company Wi-Fi network. For My Voice Connect PBX installations, if you are not connected to your company Wi-Fi when attempting to log in, the client will prompt you for the remote server address. This address enables your client to reach the mobility router over the public internet. You will usually keep the default port number of 443 and press Next to log into the client remotely. Once your client has successfully logged in, you will see this confirmation. Once you successfully logged in, you will see your dashboard, which shows your upcoming events, recent activity, and feature icons across the bottom. You can place calls by clicking on the name in the activity section, clicking back at a recent caller, calling someone from your contacts list, or to manually place a call, click on the dial pad button at the bottom and enter your digits. Then press the green phone icon to place a call. When viewing the dial pad, the icon at the top of the screen reminds you that you can swipe down anywhere on the dial pad to return to the dashboard. During the call, you'll see a familiar mid-call feature such as conference and transfer, hold and speaker, and hang up and mute. When you're on a call, press the left arrow at the top of the screen to view the dashboard, and press the green bar at the top of the dashboard to return to the active call display. If you need to send digits during the call, such as making a choice off an auto attendant, press the keypad button at the keypad viewer and enter your digits, and press the hide button to return to the active call display. Now let's explore how to use the Connect mobile client a bit more. First, we'll demonstrate the call move and handover feature. The call move feature allows you to move an existing call from your mobile device to your desk phone or other device configured for simultaneous ring using the move button. Pressing the handover button allows you to move your active call from the Wi-Fi network to the cellular network, or from the cellular network back to the Wi-Fi network. Pressing the handover button allows you to move your active call from the Wi-Fi network to the cellular network, and from the cellular network back to the Wi-Fi network. Automatic handover is possible, but you must enable that in the settings. In this example, pressing the call move button causes your desk phone to ring. Once you answer the call on your desk phone, the call is disconnected from your mobile client and you can continue your conversation on your desk phone. While talking on your desk phone, you can press the move button to move your call back to your client. Once you answer your call on your mobile device, the call would be disconnected from your desk phone. Your Mitel Connect client has the ability to automatically switch from the Wi-Fi network to the cellular voice network, and from the cellular voice network back to the Wi-Fi network during a call. This switch is called handover. When switching from Wi-Fi to the cellular voice network, we call that process handout. During the handout process, the client will launch the native phone dialer and call the mobility router and drop the Wi-Fi connection. Automatic handover is disabled by default, but can be enabled in the client settings. During the handout, the other party will hear a few seconds of silence. Then the call audio will be restored. In addition to automatic handout, you can manually hand out a call. You might do this if you're moving from location where the Wi-Fi signal is bad or unavailable, like walking out of the parking lot after work. iPhone users may notice pressing the handover button is more effective than waiting for the automatic handout to take place. Press the handover button to manually initiate the handover call to the mobility router. Your phone display will switch to the native dialer and your client will call move the mobility router. Once connected, you can continue your conversation. Your Mitel Connect mobility client also has the ability to automatically switch from cellular voice network to the Wi-Fi during a call. This is called hand-in. Automatic hand-in is affected by the automatic handover setting. Both Androids and iPhones are equally effective when automatically handing in the call. To manually hand in, you must switch back to the Connect for Mobile client using the device application switcher and pressing the hand-in button. During the hand-in, the other party will hear a few seconds of silence. Then the call audio will be restored over the Wi-Fi network. Now let's show you a brief demonstration of a manual handout and hand-in. To initiate a handout, you have to be on a phone call. Here, we're calling a public test line that will continually speak English phrases back to us, perfect for our handover testing. To start the handover of a call, press Handover button. The client will then display the telephone number of your mobility device. Press the Call button to initiate the call to the mobility device, or press Cancel to return to your Wi-Fi call. Once the call is placed to your mobility device, you will see the progress as the Wi-Fi call is dropped and the call completes. Once the call completes, you will see mobility device phone number and you'll hear the audio from your Wi-Fi call has now moved to the cellular network. To hand the call back into the Wi-Fi network, switch to the Connect for Mobile client using your device app switcher and then press the hand-in button. The call will drop from your native phone dialer and your call will resume over the Wi-Fi network. Now let's talk about the many enterprise data options available on your Connect for Mobile client. Please note that the features shown in orange are not available on the Mitel Sky mobility clients. When you're looking at the dashboard, select the Availability State menu to show or change the current state. Changing the state here affects not only your mobile device, but also changes the state on your phone and your Connect client. The Custom mode allows you to create a custom status message that people can see when viewing your name in the Connect client directory. The Connect for Mobile client allows you to use instant messaging to communicate with your coworkers. If you're connected via the MyCloud Connect services, you can initiate instant message from the contact listing. When you press the IM icon, the Connect for Mobile client cross-launches the Teamwork for Mobile application. Once loaded, the Teamwork app will automatically start the IM session with your contact. If you do not have the Teamwork app on your mobile device, the Connect for Mobile will prompt you to download it. Please note that Teamwork for Mobile app does not integrate with IM services provided by the Mitel Connect client running on your computer. However, you can use the Teamwork for Web application to interact with Teamwork on your desktop. For My Voice Connect users, press the message icon to display the voicemail and instant message screen. This screen defaults to the voicemail display. Click on the IM icon to display your recent IM history. Select a recent IM to continue a conversation, or press the Edit icon to initiate an IM with a new contact. Please note that the My Voice messages are synchronized between your Connect for Mobile client and your Mitel Connect client running on your computer. Pressing on the Contacts button or Search icon will show you a listing of your local contacts. Here you can browse your favorites or the entire system directory. The favorites displayed can only be created in the Mitel Connect client. When you enter a name to search in the directory, the display shows a match in both the company directory as well as your local directory. The Mitel Connect for Mobile client supports visual voicemail playback and management of your enterprise voicemails. For MyCloud users, pressing on the voicemail button presents you with a listing of your enterprise voicemail. Select a voicemail to allow your client to play back the message over the speaker of your phone, call back the party who has left the message, or delete a message. the Mitel Connect for mobile client. The Mitel Connect mobile client supports visual voicemail and playback for your enterprise voicemails as well. Pressing on the voicemail button presents you with a listing of your enterprise voicemails. Swipe down on the screen to refresh the voicemail list. Select a voicemail to allow the client to play back your messages over your speakerphone, call a party back who's left you a message, or delete a message. There are a few ways you can interact with your recent calls. The activity section of the dashboard shows you your most recent calls. Tap on Recent Interactions to initiate a callback. Press the View All or Recent icon to display a full list of your recent voice calls and video calls. Tap on a listing to initiate callback, or swipe to the left to delete the recent call listing. The icons on the left identify the type of recent interactions. Outbound calls show with an arrow pointing towards the phone number or display name. Consult the Connect for Mobile documentation for definitions of each icon. When your MyVoice or MyCloud phone system is integrated with Exchange, you can see meeting events in your Connect for Mobile client. Meetings that occur close to the current time will show an active phone icon. Meetings that occur in the future will show an inactive phone icon. When it's time for your meeting, your Connect desktop client will put your phone in a meeting status. If you've synchronized your desktop Mitel Connect client with your Outlook meeting status, and clicking View All button will show you a detailed listing of your meetings. Click the phone icon to join your meeting via the telephone. Clicking on the meeting text will show you the details for your meeting. Meetings created with the Connect client will have a special URL that allows you to join the meeting using your web browser and the phone. Meetings created in Outlook still show the conference information, but only show the phone icon. Meetings do not have any dial-in information to show either. Events created in the Connect client create an Outlook meeting providing all the information necessary to join the meeting using your Connect mobile client. The Join link enables the Join icon in your Connect for mobile client. This icon is only used to connect meetings hosted in the Mitel Connect conference bridge. If you create your meeting in Outlook, you can still display the dial information in meeting notes. Meeting header information appears at the top. If you enter those keywords for your meeting, the information will display here. The entire body of the meeting will appear in the Notes section, and when you try to join the meeting, the client will use the dialing information in both the local dial-in and participant code fields. You must create a connection to the Exchange server in your phone settings to allow the Connect for Mobile client to see your meetings. For iOS devices, go to your phone settings and select Account and Passwords. Add Account Configuration page, and select Exchange and enter their same credentials you used to log into Outlook. For Android devices, go to your phone settings, select the account icon, and select Exchange and enter the same credentials you used to log into Outlook. The Connect for Mobile client supports video calling between Connect for Mobile clients. Video calls between the Connect for Mobile client and the desktop Mitel Connect client is not supported. To initiate a video call, open a contact and click on the video icon. The destination phone will ring and alert the calling party that they're receiving a video call. Select Exchange and enter. When you're on an existing call, click on the video call icon to escalate your calls to your video calls. Your client will show the video call starting, and your destination phone will prompt the user to accept the incoming video request. When the destination party accepts the video request, their phone will briefly show the video call is being created, and after a few seconds, the video will play for both parties. Tap on the screen during a video call to show the call management options. During the call, you have the option to view the signal strength, change between the front and rear-facing cameras, suspend your video broadcast, and perform basic video call management. To access your settings, click on the gear icon to the top right on the settings page. Here is where you can log out of the client in case you need to restart it. On the settings page, the voice over IP settings allow you to choose to allow calls via Wi-Fi or cellular networks. The settings are only accessible when data or voice over IP calling is enabled. Press the voice over IP settings button to allow Wi-Fi and cell data calls, as well as enable the automatic handover. You can also see the connection status of your Connect for Mobile client. This could be useful if you're experiencing issues when sending or receiving calls. In Settings, click on the Troubleshooting and then on Connection Status to show your connection status via the cellular and Wi-Fi networks. For additional details using the Connect for Mobile client, consult the product documentation. Thank you for attending our course on the Mitel Connect for mobile client.